If you've been feeling disconnected from your business, if you've been questioning your brand or silently wondering, is this still for me? This episode is a must listen. I want to drop some real truth here. It's not that your business or your services are flawed. You just simply outgrown them and you can feel it in your bones. Whatever lit you up before, right now, it feels flat. And that's not failure. That's actually growth knocking at your door. I want you to stick around because in this episode, I'm giving you the clarity and the confidence to recognize when you've actually leveled up. I'm also going to talk about how to shift your focus and what support you need to really build you beyond. So keep listening to the end so you can fully understand what you're currently feeling and also how to get past it. What's up, tribe, and welcome back to Raising the Bar Podcast. This is the only place where event designers such as yourself learn how to elevate beyond skills to systems and to legacy. I'm your girl, Precious Stevens, the Draping Queen, and today we're going to talk about a hard truth here, and that's really all about evolving out of your old offerings, out of your old services, your packages, and learning that that is not betrayal. It's actually breakthrough. If you're ready to step into your next business chapter, I really want you to look at Raising the Bar Mentorship because we help you to strategize the shift, support the pivot, and really implement with the Posh Agency team. We do not just coach you. You get the people plus the process to push your business to that next level. So let's dig in. Before we get started, guys, I got a question. Have you ever felt like your heart's just really not in your business anymore? Even if you have people still paying you, even if you still have paying clients, just something is missing, but you can't quite put your freaking finger on it. If this is you, I just want you to do me one favor. Drop me down in the comments so that we all can see that they're not alone. Whoever is viewing this or listening to this will now understand that they're not by themselves. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Guys, I want to share with you my evolution moment. A few years ago, I was still running my hands-on classes. I was still doing my beginner workshops, my premium workshops, all the things. They were very familiar. Not only that, they were safe. I mastered it and I could just run this with my eyes closed. But something inside had changed. My vision was expanding. My heart was shifting. Yet every time I taught the old way, something just didn't spark. It just wasn't clicking, right? Then I just had an epiphany. The moment just hit. That's when I realized that I was still catering to where I had been and I wasn't catering to where I was actually going. The business itself stayed the same, but I had leveled up. I leveled up beyond it. And it took me a lot of courage to say no to what was comfortable and the things that I knew. It took faith for me to say yes to whatever that next brave version of me was. I had no idea what that next version of me was, but I was beginning to like what was starting to develop. So main thing is, as I share these lessons with you, I want you to truly, truly know that I get it. I understand. Okay. So we're going to kick things off with part one. And in part one, it's really all about understanding that the shift or pivot, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you failed. It's not that your old offers weren't good enough. It's not that they were poor. It's just that they were perfect for that season. Let me be clear. Pivoting in your business don't mean that you got it wrong. It just means that you grew. And a lot of people tend to take this whole little experience as if it's failure, and it's not. Whatever you created before, the offers you created before, the packages you created before, they were so perfect for that version of you and in that season. And whoever it was that you were serving, that tribe, your audience, your clientele, it was perfect then. And guess what? They worked. I'm trying to tell you, when I had Posh Late Night Biz years ago, that sucker put me on the map. When I had the Draping Vault, it helped hundreds of creatives get started. But just because something worked doesn't mean that it was still right. I remember when I officially retired Posh Late Night Biz, and that was a weekly live stream. That was a whole vibe. That live stream was a whole vibe. I'm not going to lie. During that live stream, I think I ran it for maybe 2 years. During that live stream is where I found my voice. That live stream allowed new eyes to tap into my world. It brought me to a whole lot of new people, a whole lot of new eyes. It was able to build my list, really build my list in an organic way without me having to spend money on ads and pay for marketing and all that. And honestly, like I said, it just really put me on the map. But deep down, after a while, let's face it, I just knew I was complete. Talking about beginner business tips and startup strategies, guys, that just didn't make me exciting no more. I didn't want to talk about that. I wasn't growing, and it felt like I was really repeating. Now, don't get me wrong. People still showed up. The algorithm was still loving it. I still had my regular people coming in and tuning in every week. And some people was even looking forward to these sessions, but I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped looking forward to it. For one, I was evolving and my brand had evolved too, not to mention my lifestyle. I was now able to craft a lifestyle that I enjoyed. And I did not enjoy no longer being up late night talking every week. I just didn't enjoy that. My lifestyle was developing into something different where I had more time freedom and I wanted to spend time with family or my man. So I let it go. And it's not because it wasn't working, but it's because it no longer aligned with who I was becoming. So I need you guys to really understand that the shift happens when the version of you leading the business evolves and your soul, because you can feel it, your soul no longer aligns with surface level stuff. You want more impact, at least I did. And you want deeper conversations. You want to really serve from a place of wholeness and not routine. And for me, that is really what that was. It was routine. It didn't push me. It didn't stretch me. I just was talking about the same things and it was just really unfulfilling. So I need you guys to understand that retiring an offer, retiring a service, retiring a program, it doesn't mean you failed. It actually is graduation. And sometimes we hold on too long to something that's technically working, but we're afraid that the next version won't be received the same way. But trust me, I'm trying to tell you, what's next will feel lighter. What's next will feel more aligned. What's next will feel more powerful. You want to know why? Because it's rooted in who you've become and not who you were. But with all things, new seasons, guess what? They demand new offers. New seasons, they demand new audiences. And new seasons, they demand new boundaries. So this is what I want y'all to do. This is your first Posh task. I want you to write down 3 offers right now that feels super easy. It comes easy to you. And I want you to be honest and ask yourself, are you serving from your highest level, or are these offers teaching you to stay small and play small? Guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be a banger right here. If you're feeling this, sis, trust me, it is time. I'm going to keep on talking about Raising the Bar mentorship because this is the best mentorship that you didn't even know you needed. This is where you get the support, you get the strategy, and you get the sisterhood you need to build a business that actually reflects you. And the best part is that you won't do it alone, because inside Raising the Bar, you'll have access to our internal Posh agency, and that is there to help you implement the exact systems, the visuals, and the tasks that has been holding you back. The main reason why it's been holding you back is either you don't have time to do it or you don't know how to do it, which is where we come in. This is all about alignment. This is about clarity. And this is really about walking in your now assignment. You are in a now situation. So it's time to take action. And that brings us to part 2. And in part 2, guess what? Your ideal client has changed. As you grow, you know your avatar do too. Their needs are a lot deeper. Their needs are a lot bolder, and it's more strategic. Listen, just because you started out serving the DIY brides, the baby showers, the backyard events, it doesn't mean that's where you have to stay. As you grow, guess what? Your client grows too. Or better yet, you attract a whole new level of clientele altogether. Yeah, in the beginning, you may have built your business on the hustle jobs. I get it. You may have been decorating for anyone with a budget and a reason to party. I get it. But now you're craving something different. You want clients who actually respect your time. You want clients who respect your creativity. You want clients who respect your processes. You want to work with luxury clients. You possibly want to work with corporate clients. You want to work with couples who trust you and not sit over top of you and micromanage you. And the best part is that you're not wrong for that. You didn't come this far to stay in survival mode. I know everybody think that that's cute and cool and cliche to say, but you didn't do that. You didn't learn all these skills. You didn't invest in all these daggone training, sit on podcasts such as this just to stay booked and burnt out. That old client, yeah, they kept the lights on, but this new client, she's in alignment with your vision. So if your content, if your energy, or if your prices no longer feel right, Guys, it might not be burnout. It might be an alignment issue. Your ideal client has changed. And you want to know what else? It's time for your brand to start speaking her language. That's why it feels flat when you deliver the same services. That's why it feels blah when you're sitting around here pitching or not pitching, because you don't even want to talk about what it is you do because you're uninspired. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to really sit down and revisit your ideal client. I want you to map out their biggest pain points. And these you should know. If you don't know, this is where you really do some homework, okay? Map out the biggest pain points today. Not yesterday, whatever she struggled with back then. What are they struggling with right now? This is how you're going to figure out who are you really serving now. Because here's what I realized. I realized that my tribe didn't need the old me. They needed the elevated me. They didn't need more tutorials. They needed mentorship. They needed someone to call them higher, walk with them a lot deeper, and really help them build something that's lasting. I shifted my focus to raising the bar mentorship, and the results have been truly amazing. These women, they are not just learning strategies. They're actually becoming. They are evolving. They're stepping into their next level. And to see it kind of all happen before my eyes, it is like one of the things that keeps me in this thing that I'm doing, because it's really exciting to see. And I want that for you too. So if you know, I'm trying to tell you, if this is your time for a shift in your mindset, in your money, or in your method, I want you to drop a fire emoji down in the comments right now. I want to flood up the chat with fire, especially if you're done playing small in 2025. And that takes us to number 3. And that's just simply focus. Clarify the path to your next level. Think about it. Think it through. Because you don't need more clients. You know what you need? You need higher level clients. Let's be real. Half of y'all are out here thinking that the problem is visibility, that you just need to post more. You need to run another sale. You need to offer another discount. All of this to attract more clients. But the truth is, you don't need more clients. You need the right client. Because being honest, what good is it being fully booked if you're still underpaid, if you're still undervalued, and if you're overwhelmed? What good is doing 5 events a weekend if none of them really allow you to be creative, if none of them really allow you to command your worth, if none of them really actually build a business you enjoy? I need you to know this. High-level clients, they don't haggle. You know what they do? They respect the process. They don't ask you to recreate this Pinterest photo and all of this and all that. They ask, what do you recommend? Because they trust you. They don't ghost you. They pay their deposits. They fill out their forms, and they treat you like the professional you are. And let's not even talk about the piece that comes with serving just 2 premium clients a month instead of chasing 10 budget ones. I'm trying to tell you, baby, it's a complete, total different experience. And it's one that I know not only will you fully enjoy, but that will be your new norm. I know it feels like you need to market harder, but sometimes it's not about more traffic. It's really about better targeting. You're not here to just decorate. You're here to design. You're here to lead, and you're here to deliver excellence. So stop trying to speak to everybody. Stop trying to cater to everybody. Stop trying to land everybody. Stop walking around saying, whoever got the budget, whoever know what they want, they my people. I need y'all to stop. What I need you to start doing is curating an experience for the one aligned person that you want to work with. I'm trying to tell you, I no longer entertain every opportunity. I'm very selective with who I work with because, one, I know what I carry. And this level requires alignment, not applause. I don't need applause. This level requires purpose over popularity. I don't need to be the most popular. I don't. I just need to be in alignment with, one, my purpose. And then I need those that are working with me to be aligned with my alignment. So if this hitting home and you needed this word tonight, or today, whenever y'all listening to it, I need y'all to drop a high 5 down in the chat. The emojis definitely, one, helps push the algorithm so that these podcasts become more visible. It's so many creatives that could get so much value out of just hearing and getting more insight on what it is they're feeling, what it is they're struggling with, or whatever, however this can help them. And you can simply help me reach them by just engaging on this podcast. I totally appreciate it because we got to really grow and bring more awareness to our industry, the draping game, and really help those coming in get a lot further faster. And that brings us to number 4, and that's simply that the support structure evolves too. Your support will look different, should look different, needs to look different. Because let me tell you, what nobody warned you about Success still requires support. In the beginning, it was just you. I get it. You wore all the hats. You the designer, you the setup crew, you the sales rep, you the admin, you the hiring manager, you the social media manager, you all of it. And truthfully, that hustle got you here. It worked for a season, but now you're not in that same season. The volume is higher, the vision is bigger, and the kind of impact that you want to make, baby, that requires a team. So it's not just about more tools. It's not just about better systems. I'm talking about people. You need someone who can help execute the vision while you focus on actually casting it. You need someone managing timelines and back-end logistics so you can stay in your zone of genius, your zone of creativity. You need a team that respects your time, your talent, and your leadership. And if you're still operating like a one-woman show, you'll keep feeling capped. You'll keep burning out and you're going to keep getting stuck in task mode. You're doing all the things. You know what that feel like. And this is going to lead to you wondering why things feel so heavy. But when your support structure evolves and is evolving to match the level of business that you're building, guess what? Everything shifts. You reclaim your time, you reclaim your energy, and most importantly, guess what? You reclaim your role as the visionary. And that's why next week we're tackling how to build your dream team, when to hire, what to delegate, and how to make it scalable. You can get a head start by just simply making a list of 3 tasks that you're tired of doing, whatever it is. And right next to each of the tasks, I want you to write what role or what system can actually take that off your plate. Some of this stuff can be actually automated with a tool. It may not require a person, but nothing beats the human component, baby. I'm trying to tell you. So if you've been feeling pulled to pivot, then this is your sign. Inside Raising the Bar Mentorship is definitely there to help you define your next level offer. Like, what does that next level look like for you? Not only that, but also design your new path and deliver it with strategy, ease. Plus, inside, our Posh Agency really step into ease with the execution. I want you to go ahead and click the link below so you can see everything that Raising the Bar actually offers. I just be scratching the surface. Those of you that's really looking to take your skills to the next level, I bet you didn't know that once you join Raising the Bar, you're pretty much putting your Draping hands-on workshop ticket on layaway, because the Raising the Bar mentorship grants you access to our workshop here in Atlanta in our studio. So I'm trying to tell you, at the end of the day, this is your sign. This is your moment. This is your activation requirement to get into your next level. Because evolving doesn't mean you failed, guys. It means you've leveled up. So I don't want you to be ashamed or embarrassed of your old offers. I certainly am not ashamed or embarrassed of mine. I want you to celebrate them. Then just let them go. Let them go with grace so that you embrace what it is that you have next. This is your next level. Inside Raising the Bar, you get the coaching and capacity to really pivot your business, launch new offers, serve bigger, better clients. At the end of the day, it's the strategy, guys. The strategy plus the support, that's exactly what you need to shift with purpose. But don't take my word for it. Check out what some of our ladies had to say that's actually active inside Raising the Bar mentorship right now.
$2,000, that was a $2,000 invoice.
Yeah.
And I got my $2,000 paid. I got my $2,000 paid before the event.
Yeah,
So,
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So there you have it, guys. If you know in your gut that your next business chapter is calling, go ahead and click the link or click this QR code right here and just enroll in Raising the Bar mentorship. You can simply go to the link learnpremiumdraping.com. Right here, mentorship. Tag a sister who's ready to evolve but needs validation that pivoting is not quitting. It is actually clarity, because guess what? She needs to hear this too. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into this week's podcast. And I want you to really, really, really know that your evolution is not betrayal. It's proof that you're actually still in motion. If this episode hits home, share it with a fellow queen who's ready to really redefine her next chapter. And I want you to be sure to drop your episode suggestions, because next week we're going to go deeper into building the team that you'll need to really hold your new level. So if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you know exactly when that podcast airs. Thanks again, guys. I'm your girl, Precious Stevens, the Draping Queen. And until next time, keep raising that bar, sis. Guess what? I'll be at the top to help when it gets heavy.